I say shalom. First and foremost, we give glory, honor, power unto our God, YAHAWAH, the God of our forefather, God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, and we do so through his only begotten beloved son, Yahushai, Yamashiach. Shalom to the camps. First and foremost, before we go any further, we want to put out there for YouTube, copyright purposes, disclaimer, if you hear the music in the background, the music that we play in the background for YouTube, copyright things, the music, we do not own the music. Disclaimer is not our music, all right? We are not in a nightclub, all right? We are not partying. We're doing the work of the Most High, as you already know, all right? So we just want to put out there, man, all right? And we say shalom to our brother, our sister, man, doing the work of the Most High. We say shalom to all the camps out there, man. And be on it, be on top of the work of the Most High. Day and night, whether it be raining, whether it be sunny, whether it be cold, the brother out there on the street, on the highway, on the byway, on the edges, bidding what the 12 tribes of Israel scattered throughout the fucking of this earth because of what our sin and our iniquity, all right? So we just keep that in mind. As you already see the title of this video, you'll be quite very like, I'll say, a little bit longer, not that long, right? Right. I'll say teaching that we'll do to address our people, mainly the so-called blacks, Latino, and Native Indians scattered throughout the fucking of this earth. With the Israelite, if you know yet, if you have not heard of the Hebrew Israelite, this is the high season that you find out. Go on your phone and Google it, Hebrew Israelite, all right? And you see so many camps, man. You got so many brothers doing the work of the Most High. Plenty, all right? Wherever camps you want to go with, hey, it's up to you. It's all the will of the Most High. Man's going is of the Lord. You got to keep that in mind, all right? We got to keep that in mind, all right? So we just start with that. We say shalom to all the camp, the brother. Shalom to all the kings out there online. Hey, keep it up. In my area right here, it's been raining for the past 2 or 3 days. And Lord willing, the Most High allow us, right? Lord willing, we'll be able to push up a little bit for the work of the Most High, all right? That's why I didn't want to put anything on the floor. I just got a couple of my sign right here. Once it will start raining, we're going to have to stop it, all right? You already know, right? We'll do the best that we can, all right? We'll do the best for the spirit of the Most High, right? So, I want to start with this first, right? Let's go right here, right? Let's go right here in the book of, let's start with the book of Matthew, right? We got to keep in mind, all right? Man is vain in nature, right? Let's go to the wisdom of Solomon, all right? Let's go to the wisdom of Solomon, right? We're going to prove that, right? Let's go to wisdom of Solomon, chapter 13, all right? Bear with me. Wisdom of Solomon, as I say, if it's not raining, I'm going to have to pack it up, all right? So let's go. Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 13. Let's go over there, right? Right? Because what's going on with our people, man? Right? What's going on in Haiti? What's going on, man? Right? Is the Most High laying here upon that place? Yeah, he's the Most High. Right? A lot of you out there, you still don't believe it. Right? My question is, okay, is that I was addressing this issue yesterday, right? So, is it when you die that you're going to worship and you're going to repent and serve the Most High? Is that when you are in your grave that you're going to worship the Most High? For there is no worship of the Most High in your grave. Once you die, you die. All right? There's no opportunity for you. You already messed it up. You got to keep that in mind, all right? So let's go. This is the book of Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 13. All right? Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 13, and we'll read from verses 1. And it reads, surely vain are all men by nature. So you got to keep in mind, the Most High made it clear. If the Most High did not put his spirit within us, if he did not place the word within our heart, which is our head, our mind, we will never know the Most High. We will never know the Most High. He said we are vain by nature. Right? Because when you go in the beginning, even though the Most High gave us the law, the commandment, everything from the beginning, what was man doing? What was man doing? Let's prove it. Let's go right here. Let's go right here. Let's go right here. Right? Let's go in the beginning. So we're going to prove why. Why is the Most High say, man, all men by nature, they're vain. Let's go right here in the book of Genesis, right? We'll go in the beginning. All right? Okay, let's see. Okay? This is the book of Genesis. Let's read it. Let's say this. We're just going to go straight up to this chapter right here. All right, bear with me. Okay. So after the death of I'll say Noah, or before Noah, what was man doing? Evil, man. Let's read. This is the book of Genesis, right? This is the book of Genesis chapter 6, and we'll read verses 3. And the Lord said, my spirit shall not always strive with men, for that he also is flesh. So the Most High understood. He said, like, you know what? At the end of the day, they're vain. Naturally, men vain, unless the Most High gave you that light, that understanding. You will never know the Most High. You will never worship the Most High. I didn't know the Most High through my own will. No, it's because the Most High implanted that within me. That's why I understood. And that's the main reason why you see the brother that came, because the Most High gave them that literally. It's not like they worked for it. They didn't work for it. The Most High literally imputed it onto them. Okay, that's why the Most High say, by nature, men are what? Vain. All right? He said, and the Lord said, my spirit shall not always strive with men, for that he also is flesh, yet his days shall be 120 years. So you got to keep in mind. All right? So the Most High say, you know what? Oh, I see from the man is all vain. Though the Most High, he taught us things that we got to do, things that we can't do. Still, men go back to the same weakness. Right? We always go back to the same weakness. All right? Let's continue. Let's read from verses 5. And YAHAWAH saw the weakness of man was great in the earth. You see, the weakness of man, man. You can't make this stuff up, man. It's in the Bible. The Most High said, that's why Solomon, when you go to Solomon, he's the one that wrote what? The wisdom of Solomon, right? When you go read it, he said, well, men by nature, they're vain, man. They're vain by nature. And that's why we see, even though the Most High gave us the law, he told us what we got to do, we still go back and do evil. We still go back and do evil. All right, let's read it. And YAHAWAH saw that the weakness of man was great in the earth, and that every imagination of the thought of his heart, of our mind, of man's mind. What is man thinking? Men want to be homosexual, right? Women want to be homosexual, right? Men want to have sex with his dog. Women want to have sex with her dog, right? Right? Men want to steal. They want to lie. They want to worship idols, things like that, right? Even though the Creator already set up everything from the beginning, he gave us understanding, right? Keep that in mind. He said, of the thought of his heart was only evil continually. So all men has been thinking continually is what? Evil before the Most High. All the men thinking 24/7 is evil before the Most High. All right? And he repented the Lord that he had made man on the earth. It grieved him at his heart. And the Lord said, I will destroy men whom I have created from the face of the earth, both men and beasts, and the creeping thing and the fowl of the air. For he repented me that I've made them. So you gotta understand. The Most High said, listen, man, I should have created them on earth. I should have kept my kingdom only in heaven, because on earth there will be wicked. Men will be doing evil. They don't believe in God. They don't fear God. No, they don't fear God. Do they fear God? They don't believe in God. They believe in men. They believe in the dog. They believe in the government. Things like that, right? That's what the Most High say, you know what? I should have made them. So keep that in mind, all right? To the brother from Haiti, we want you to stay in the spirit, man. Stay in the spirit. The brother in Haiti, in Benin, Nigeria, and we want to put out there. All right? Let's go back to this article quick. I'm going to bring it out quick. All right? So we already see. Let me go back to Wisdom of Solomon before heading to that article. Let's go back to it. So Wisdom of Solomon, right? This is the Wisdom of Solomon. Chapter 13 and verses 1. Surely vain are all men by nature. All men by nature, they're vain. That's what the Most High say. Who are ignorant of YAHAWAH. So men, they don't know God until God give you understanding. How can you know the Most High? Who are you? Who are you to know the Most High? Because you work for the CIA, you work for the government? No. Because you go to church, you go worship the sun, every sun worship there? No, man. You cannot know the Most High unless the Most High imputed that to you, man. The Most High will give you over to the spirit that you deserve. Before we be born, the Most High already know who will be disobedient and who will be obedient. The Most High already knew. He declared the end from the beginning. He declared the end from the beginning. And that's why they don't teach you when you go to your sun worship building, right? Building made by man's hands, right? So the Most High said, you know what? You can't know me unless I give you that, man. Right? He said, and could not out of the good thing that are seen known him, that is, neither by considering the works did they acknowledge the workmaster. You see, even though they see what winter, they see summer, right? They see life and death, they see all these things, guess what? They still don't believe in God, they still don't fear God. They only worry about the money, the food, the money, the food. They want to work, everybody want to be rich, everybody want to make money, they want to buy a new car, they want to buy a house over here, they want to live good. Everybody want, that's why the man guy in his mind. Man does not think about worshiping the Most High. Do they? How many men today, they'll come over here shopping, right? Let's see, how many of the so-called Latino, they'll come shopping over here today, and they will acknowledge the Most High. Let's see how many of them will acknowledge the Most High. How many of them? Let's see. Let's see how many of them, without me calling them, without me addressing the word of the Most High, how many of them, the same way they go inside and buy tortilla, pupusa, and eat all this food, guess what? How many of them willingly will come to the brother standing right here doing the work of the Most High and say, you know what? I want to inquire of the law from you, man. Teach me. Let me learn something from the Bible. Teach me something I never heard, something I never knew. How many of them will do that? Without, unless the Most High give them that, they will never show up here. They will never come and listen to the word of the Most High. Because why? They don't even consider the Most High. They don't consider anything that the Most High created on this earth. Do they consider? No. Because they believe in the so-called white man. That's what they believe in. They believe in the Christian church. They believe in the money. That's what they believe in. That's what they believe in. They want to worship Satan 24/7. But when it comes to the Most High, they don't see the Most High. Though you see everything, right? The Most High right now is making rain. It's raining right now. Is the government making the rain? No, it's the Most High. Now, can the government do it? Yes, they can do it. But who created rain from the beginning? It's the Most High. The Satan infiltrator can give them things to do, and they can make it rain too. Yeah, they can do it too. But overall, who created the water? Who created the ground, the tree? Is it the government? No. It's the Most High. That's why the scripture say, well, Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 13, and verses 1. It says, surely vain are all men by nature, who are ignorant of Yahawah, and could not out of the good things that are seen. The good things that are seen, we got winter, summer, right? We got fall, and we got a spring season, which is the beginning of the year, right? You got all these beautiful trees, the fruit, tomato, all these things. Did the government make all this stuff? No. Who made it is the Most High. Now, still, these people, they don't believe in God. They don't worship God. They don't acknowledge the Most High. Even though all these things right here, what do they see? They see what? The lost, which is what? The car, they see the houses. That's all they see. Even those things belong to the Most High, because the Most High can snatch you at any time and take it away from you. All right? So let us continue. He said, neither by considering the works did they acknowledge the work master. Who is the work master? The Most High YAHAWAH, man. The work master is the Most High. Okay. Let us continue. He said, but dim either fire or wind, or the sweet air, or the circle of the star, or the violent water, or the light of heaven, to be the God which govern the world. That's what they believe in, man. You see? And that's what we see in Haiti, man. That's what they believe in Haiti. They don't see the Most High YAHAWAH. Who do they see? Let's see, what do they see? Our brother and our sister in Haiti, Benin, Nigeria, America. What do they see? Who do they see mainly? Who do they see? Let's see what they see. It really says, but dim ate a fire. So some people worship fire. Some brother in Haiti, in Benin, Nigeria. Some people here in America, they worship what? The paper, the dollar bill. Some people worship the pyramid of Egypt. Some people worship the dog. Some people worship the president. Some people worship Jay-Z. Some people worship what? LeBron James. Some people worship Messi, Ronaldo. And the list goes on and on. And they don't worship the Most High. Some worship the pastor. That's what they do, man. Let's see, what else do they worship? Our brother in where? West Africa, part of South Africa, part of North Africa, part of East Africa, right? Let's read, what else do they see? But dim either fire or wind, so they worship the wind. I've seen that foolishness in West Africa, man. I've seen that foolishness and weakness in West Africa, where people literally worship what? Thunder. They worship thunder. People worship what? Iron. I've seen it, man. My grandmother used to have what? Idols. My grandmother from my dad's side, she used to have idols, man. Weakness, that's all you see among our people, man. Idolatry from both Judah and Northern Kingdom. From both Judah and Northern Kingdom. Because some of y'all might be thinking just Haiti. Oh no, it's not just Haiti, buddy. Keep in mind, a lot of you are idol worshippers here. You just don't understand. You watch TV all day long and you ain't got no time to read the Bible, then you're an idol worshiper. Understand that? Hola, señor. Señor, tiene un minuto por la palabra de Dios. ¿Eh? Esa es obra de Dios. Nosotros aprendemos español de Dios. Hermano, mira, si Cristo viene ahorita o mañana, una pregunta, ¿usted se la sabe? ¿Usted quiere salvación? ¿No?
Claro, todos queremos salvación.
Pero ¿qué necesitamos hacer?
Es recibir a Cristo en nuestro corazón.
Escucha. Escucha esto, Señor. Ese es el libro de Juan, capítulo 14. Ese es el libro de Juan, capítulo 14, versículo 15. Juan 14 y versículo 15. Si usted, ¿cómo usted? Si usted me ama, ese es directamente de la boca de Cristo. Dice, si usted me ama, guardará mi mandamiento. ¿Qué significa? Exacto. Una pregunta. ¿Usted guarda los mandamientos? ¿Y por qué no le guarda? Usted no ama a Dios. Oh, es excelente, pero ¿y por qué usted no ama a Dios? ¿Qué? Escúchate, primero. Ese es el libro de Hechos, capítulo 3. Hechos, capítulo 3, versículo 19. Escucha bien lo que dice. Ese es el libro de Hechos, capítulo 3, versículo 19. Arrepiéntase, pues, y conviértase, que sea borrado su pecado. Así el Señor hará llegar el tiempo del alivio. Eso es lo que significa. Usted puede arrepiéntese. ¿Sí? Eso es muy simple. Puede hacer. Eso es importante, hermano. Arrepiéntese. Eso es posible. De tal manera que yo hace. Porque ya no sabía esa cosa 10 años, como se dice, 5 o 6 años antes. Pero el momento que el Señor me da el entendimiento, ese es lo que yo hace. Porque mira lo que dice. Ese es el libro del boca de Cristo. Ese es el libro de Mateo. Ese es el libro de Mateo, capítulo 7. Mira lo que dice. Ese es el libro de Mateo, capítulo 7. Sí. Y versículo 13. Dice, entren por la puerta angosta, porque ancha es la puerta y espacioso el camino que conduce a la ruina. Y son muchos los que pasan por él. Pero que angosta es la puerta y que escabroso el camino que conduce a la salvación. Y que pocos son los que le encuentran. Hermano, mira, no está complicando. Una cosa, ¿usted come chancho? ¿A veces? Ok. ¿Usted come ratones? Camarón, langosto, cangrejo. Ese es el libro de Deuteronomio, capítulo 14. Ese es el libro de Deuteronomio, capítulo 14. Escucha lo que dice yo, Señor. Ese es el libro de Deuteronomio, capítulo 14, versículo 3. No comerán nada que sea impuro. Estos son los animales que podrán comer: el buey, la oveja y la cabra, el ciervo, la gacela y el gamo, la cabra montes, el antílope, el búfalo y la camusa. O sea que pueden comer cualquier animal rumiante de pezuña partida en 2 mitades. Versículo 8. Dice, tampoco comerán carne de cerdo, que tiene la pezuña partida, pero no rumia. Ustedes lo tendrán por impuro. No comerán su carne, ni tocarán su cadáver. ¿Sabe lo que pasa, hermano? La palabra dice en el libro de Oseas 4:6, dice que perece mi pueblo por falta de conocimiento. Porque el conocimiento de ese mundo, de la iglesia cristiana, es tontería delante de Dios. Porque el cristianismo no enseña la verdad. Porque mira, la mayoría de los cristianos dicen que tienen la Biblia en la casa, o ir a la iglesia cada uno domingo, como ayer, pero no leer la Biblia y no hacer lo que dice la palabra. Con la boca dice conoce al Señor. Sí, ¿verdad? Con la boca dice que conoce al Señor, pero no practica lo que dice el Señor. No practica lo que dice el Señor, no le hace. De tal manera, mira, usted no sabe, por ejemplo, usted no sabe qué está escrito en la Biblia, ¿verdad? Pero de este momento que necesitamos hacer, de tal manera que dice Cristo, dice, arrepiéntese y conviértese. Necesitamos nacer de otra vez. Y poner en la basura la mentira que nosotros aprendemos de los mentirosos pastores. Porque ¿qué hace el pastor? El pastor no tiene buenos vestidos, ¿sí, buenos carros, ¿sí, mirad lo que Dios tiene. De tal manera, la gente que viene aquí no me consideran, sí, ¿verdad? La gente me mira ese moreno, la gente no me considera, pero si yo soy un gringo, tiene corbata, será una fila aquí, la gente se ponga de fila para escuchar, porque esta es la verdad. ¿Cuál es la verdad? Mirad lo que dice el libro de Salmo, mirad. Este es el libro de Salmo. Salmo 119, versículo 142, dice, tu justicia es justicia eternamente y tu ley es verdad. La ley de Dios, por ejemplo, usted come camarón, ¿eh? Camarón, escucha, ese es el libro de ¿dónde vive el camarón? Y el mar, y el agua, ¿sí, va? Mirad lo que dice. Ese es el libro de Deuteronomio capítulo 14 y versículo 9. De todos los animales que viven en el agua, comerán todo lo que tiene aletas y escamas, pero no los que no tienen aletas y escamas. A esto lo considerarán impuro. Dime, Señor, ¿Jaiba tiene aleta y escamas? No, tiene carapaza.
Pero tiene aletas y patas.
Tiene patas, no, mira, tiene patas, no tiene aleta. Solamente el pesco o pescado tiene, solamente el pescado. Y no todos los pescos o pescados tienen aletas y escamas. Por ejemplo, bagre. Su piel es como lisa. De tal manera no puede comer bagre.
Pero tiene aleta.
Tiene aleta, pero mira lo que dice. Escucha bien. Mira. Dice, ese es el libro de Deuteronomio capítulo 14, versículo 9. Dice, de todos los animales que viven en el agua, comerán todo lo que tiene aletas y escamas. Tenemos dos, aleta y escama. De tal manera no puede comer bagre, langosto. Todo ese, ¿sabe cómo Dios llama ese cucaracha del mar, de la agua? Pero la gente no sabe. Ese es como si nosotros comemos la cucaracha que viene de la agua. Es igual, pero la gente no entiende. Mira, usted puede comer pollo, sí, pato, pavo, right? Gallina, ¿cómo se dice? Oveja, vaca. Todo eso es saludable. Pero chancho, el Señor, por favor, no pupusa de chancho, eso es malo. Pupusa de chancho, hermano, no es verdad. La gente dice, oh, qué sabroso. Señor, no sigue, ¿sabe por qué? Escucho. Eso es importante, acuérdate de eso, eso es muy importante, porque la mayoría no es sabio, porque la iglesia no leer. Mira, ese es el libro de Isaías, esa profecía no se realiza, ese es el futuro. Maybe 4 años y 5 años, 10 viene, mira lo que dice. Ese es el libro de Isaías. Ese es el libro de Isaías, capítulo 65. Mira lo que dice. Ese es el libro de Isaías, capítulo 65, versículo 3. Y dice, este pueblo, ¿de cuál pueblo hablando el Señor? Los llamados latino, moreno y nativo indio. ¿Ok? Dice, este pueblo me provoca continuamente en mi propia cara, haciendo sacrificio. ¿Sabe lo que significa sacrificio? Cada uno momento que usted mata a un pescado o pollo a usted está cocinando, ese sacrificio. Ese sacrificio de día a día, mira. Y dice, y los jardines y la casa, dice, quemando perfume sobre el ladrillo, viviendo en los sepulcros, porque el Señor dice que nosotros vivimos, y realmente nosotros no vivimos en sepulcros, pero lo que significa sepulcro, dice que nosotros somos muertos, pero no es muerto física, y nuestra cabeza, es decir, espiritualmente, ¿right? Y dice, viviendo en los sepulcros, pasando la noche en rincones secretos, comiendo carne de cerdo y sirviendo en su plato comida prohibida. Comida prohibida. Dicen apártate, no te acercas que puede pegarte la santidad. Todo esto me molesta la narina como el humo de un incendio que no se apaga. So, el Señor dice, Él va a matar con fuego a todos los que comen chancho, ratones, culebras. Mira, diferente. Isaías capítulo 66. Ese es el libro de Isaías capítulo 66, el versículo 15. Pues aquí que YAHAWAH se presenta en medio del fuego. Pero que acuérdate, después de la destrucción del mundo, en el tiempo de Noé, ¿qué dice el Señor a Noé? Que Él va a venir para destruir el mundo con ¿cuál? Fuego. No será más agua. Este momento será con fuego, ¿right? Mira. Y dice, montado en los carros de la tempestad, da rienda suelta a su ardiente cólera, su amenaza son carbones encendidos. ¿Saben lo que es carbones encendidos? ¿Sí? Ese fuego, ¿right? Y dice, porque YAHAWAH va a venir a juzgar por medio del fuego y a probar a todo mortal. Entonces serán muchas las víctimas de YAHAWAH, los que van en los jardines y en la casa para purificarse y hacerse santo, y se ponen detrás de uno que está en el centro, que come carne de cerdo, culebras, ratones. Imagínate, hermano. Lluvia, chequea ese papel, señor, ese importa. Mira, chequea ese papel. Nosotros enseño en YouTube. Suscríbete para aprender, porque ese tiempo es en serio, hermano. Si usted es en serio, usted puede aprender en YouTube. Nosotros enseño en inglés, francés. Mi nombre y mi teléfono está allá.
Okay.
Mira, mi nombre es después con mi teléfono. Que Dios te bendiga y cuídate, ¿ok? All right. Right on point. Talking to the brother. The brother got a good spirit. The brother got a good spirit. All right. All right. Let's go back to it. Hey, bye. All right. So let's get back to it. Right. So let's get, he said, but he made a fire or wind